you're a programmer now. Now let's change how the text on the screen looks.
Off. So let's open back Xcode again, and then we'll reopen back our project. Just a second. And okay, when it starts, your preview might not be loaded. If it's not loaded, just go over here and just hit refresh. It might take some time, but let's get back to where we were. So again, the main thing we're going to be focusing on, again, as you see, it's adding text in the screen. So right now what we found out is that like by adding this text here and adding some words or sentences or whatever else you've added here inside these quotation marks, we can show something on the screen. That's basically how they show any type of text on pretty much any app. So we'll talk more about the details around like why it needs to have the quotation marks. But for now, let's see if we can add in some more like flair to it. So let's add a different type of font. So what we're gonna do to add a new font to our text is add something called a modifier. So to do that, we just go to the end of where we have our text here, and then hit enter, just go into a new line, and you start by typing that, and you type in font, and then hit that again. And this is basically where you get like all your options of different type of fonts that you can select for the text on screen. So if we select title here, and we look at our preview, you see that our preview now shows that updated type of text. If we go back and erase the dot, and then we enter, say, a different type of text, sometimes this list will rotate. It's a call out, you'll see the font change again. If we remove that and then hit that again, you'll see that there's a bunch of them. So for now, I would say just stick to all the options up to title 3 going up to here, and like you can select different type of titles for text that you would want to see in your app. Now again, the main thing I want you to remember is that to add some new change to text, we had to add something called a modifier, and this modifier was basically just putting like a dot and then having like whatever the change that we wanted, that's the name of the modifier, which is font, and then inside these curly braces, right, we just specified which one we want by saying again dot and then selecting the title. So it's usually recommended that you add the modifier below here, below whatever thing that you want to change, but you can actually put it right next to it, and like the same thing will happen. The only thing is that that's weird, so don't do that. Anyway, just go back to the next line.